16 seasons of full competition behind him, gives no signs of nearing the end of his amazing career.
Art Monk is now number one, the most prolific pass receiver in the National Football League's history. Touchdown, Washington Redskins.
This is Harry Hog Football, the original Redskins Fans podcast. On today's show, we talk about the game between the Redskins and the Lions, and how we almost mounted a awesome comeback, but we blew it at the end. This and much more live with Aaron and John. What's up, John?
Yo, what's up?
Excellent.
Welcome, everybody. Harry Hog Football, episode number 505, in which we talk about a very interesting game on Sunday that had its share of frustrations and triumphs and more frustrations in that order.
And in the end, once again, they brought us up to fail in the end. That's what happened.
And once again, something stupid happened that contributed greatly to us losing the game.
Yeah. Let's get into it, dude.
Let's get right into it. We've got a list, don't we? Yeah, we made a list today. That's how fancy we are.
Bam.
Let me go into the list. Let me see. First thing on the list here. Dude, where the heck is the list? I can't find the list. I can't find the list.
It's under admin, dude.
Oh, I was looking under founders. Dude, next time we're supposed to put it under founders.
What's the difference? Admin or founders?
Founders is me, you, and Josh. Admin has our people like our mods in there, like Sean in the injury specialist.
Oh yeah, Sean. Okay.
But anyway.
Gotcha. Well, I think the first thing we should talk about was how we were down 24-3. And then we came back and had a furious comeback. And then we gave up a 59-yard field goal when time expired.
There it is, dude. You just gave the game summary.
Dustin Hopkins missed another field goal. He might be getting competition. We haven't heard anything about that yet. But
well, we did hear in the press conference with Ron Rivera, I think yesterday,
yes.
JP Finley straight up asked him about it.
Oh, yeah.
We're discussing.
Absolutely.
We're discussing
right.
bringing in competition.
Happy Hopkins is 6 of 10.
Why do I hear an alarm going off during my podcast?
I hear your house alarm going off.
Yeah, what is that?
Do you have a burglar in your house?
I don't know. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an announcement and tell whoever's got it I don't want to turn it off.
All right. Happy Hopkins has missed, I think, 6 field goals this year, and all of them have been 40 yards. I think one of them was 50 yards. And on the opposite end of that, Matt Stafford is now 5-0 against the Washington Redskins / Washington football team. Matt Stafford is 5-0 against the Redskins / team.
5-0.
5-0. He had his career game. It was his best game of the year, of course, because that's what the Redskins keep doing. That's what bad teams keep doing. They just keep doing bad stuff. And we even had like good people doing bad things. Terry McLaurin fumbled.
Dude, Matt Stafford still only had 200 and some yards.
Yeah.
He had a good day. 3 touchdowns, 276 yards. He was 24 of 33. It's a pretty good day.
Yeah.
And their running back had 80 yards. But
yeah.
I mean, our defense, dude, which is supposed to be the strength of the game. If you only saw this game against Detroit and you didn't see any other games prior to this, what would you say was the not that it's strong, but what would you say was the strength of the team just from that one game?
Well, the quarterback had a banner day for the Washington Redskins as well. Adam Smith had a career day as well as Matt Stafford.
A super career day. 390 yards, 38 completions. 390 yards.
No turnovers.
No turnovers. And we're always the first to say, yeah, but they were little dunk and dink passes, but they weren't. I looked at the stats.
Yeah.
They were, let's see. I'm just going to go through really quickly. His first pass was for 22 yards. First pass, 22 yards. Next pass, let's see. Next pass was 19 yards. Next pass, was a sack. All right, but let's go again. So far, there's no dink and dunk. Some of these actually, I can't say that for true because I can't see in the stats if they caught it for 2 yards and ran for 12. But
right.
They do. They say pass short left. Okay, so 9. Short middle.
290 yards. That's a great day. He was only sacked twice.
Yeah, what's the average on that? 390 divided by 38 is what? Let me ask Alexa. Alexa, what's 390 divided by 38?
It's about 10 yards pass.
Yeah, over 10.
Yeah, like just over 10 yards pass.
So, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you expect that coming out of him?
No, not at all. I was really surprised by that. And that might be something to do with Scott Turner, Dorvell's son, calling the plays. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that was all for naught because
our defense.
Detroit, just like they did the last game, Matt Stafford just flew down the field, although he had a help from Chase Young and that crazy penalty that he got, pushing the quarterback.
Dude, the thing that annoyed me the most is the fact that we can't stop the run at all.
We can't stop the run at all. And man, after last week and Ron Rivera doing the whole thing about the linebackers need to fill in the proper gaps and all that stuff, everybody, I'm sure you and I were watching linebackers a lot. Everybody was watching linebackers. They're slow as molasses. Oh my goodness. They're so slow. They're out of position all the time. They're never where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, look, I'm not a defensive guru or anything like that. But at the beginning of the season, before the season started, the Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera were saying, we want these guys, the defensive front, to just basically crash on the quarterback.
Yeah.
Not and let the linebackers come up and fill in between, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So is it the line, the defensive line being out of position, or is it the linebackers, or is it both?
I don't know.
I don't either. But I know it's horrible.
It's dude, we have the third right now. We have the third draft pick. We are the number 3.
So we're at that
the fourth
point.
Draft pick right now.
Dallas. We're at the point right now where people especially Kenny Ken in Canada, has already been saying, don't win any more games. So that game was perfect for him. So that we came back and then basically tied it and then lost in, with 16 seconds left. And then also the game against the Giants, the first one, where we came up and tied it and then missed the 2-point conversion. For him, those 2 games were invaluable for getting our next quarterback.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of on the fence, if we just
every week that goes by,
again,
dude, every week that goes by and we keep losing every week that goes by, it's looking more and more like we're instead of, at the beginning of the season, some people we shouldn't be losing, blah, blah, blah. But now we're 2-7.
Yeah, I thought we shouldn't be losing because I thought we had a good defense after that first showing against Philadelphia. And then we're our defense is going to win us some games. We haven't done jack on defense.
We haven't.
This game, the offense did what they needed to do in this game.
Yeah.
They scored in every quarter. No, the second we
Dude.
didn't score. We didn't score in the
Jack
second.
Del Rio's just not like sending people on blitzes either. Like I saw 2 blitzes that whole game. There probably were
why?
more, but I missed it. But I mean, like no one's coming up to do blitzes. Like Cameron Curl will do one every now and then.
Yeah, that's the only
That's it.
thing he uses the safeties for, because maybe he's just so afraid that the safeties are so bad that if he blitzes,
Yeah.
then no one will be there. Like Apke
Yeah.
at the very end, I don't know if it was on that trace.
Oh, Apke having to come back in after Fuller was playing safety. A cornerback was playing safety.
I don't know if it was on that Chase Young penalty at the end or the play before or somewhere in there, though. One of those 3 plays before they kicked the field goal. Did you see that when he threw it deep, Apke was totally beat and he just overthrew the guy?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Apke
Absolutely.
was nowhere. He wasn't even within 10 yards of, like, the receiver was 10 yards behind him, and we're lucky that didn't get caught for a touchdown.
Man, who was that guy during training camp who was like, I like the speed of Troy Apke. I think he's going to be good at free safety.
I don't know. It was a bunch of dudes. They were all
Yeah, but I
reported.
mean, look at him. He's not all that fast, and he can't figure out the right angle to save his job, basically, because he got benched. So,
He's bad, dude.
there's so many
He's-
bad apples on this team right now.
He's very, very bad.
And
Speaking
we've
of,
got quarterbacks of teams like the Giants who suck and the Lions who suck, and they are like undefeated against us.
yeah,
Us.
everyone is, dude, except for the Cowboys and the Eagles.
And it's Cowboys and the Eagles. But I'm talking about Daniel Jones is 4-0 against us. Matt Stafford is 5-0 against us. They've never lost to us. Daniel Jones has won 2 games. Other than
Dude.
that, and one was against the Eagles, and I don't even know what the other game was. Last year, he probably beat the Eagles or the Cowboys, for all I know.
Dude, as of this point, we've only
Yeah.
won 5 games since last September.
Yeah. Yeah. That's awful.
It's pretty bad. I mean, why? Here's another thing that we didn't write this down on the list. But why is every game we go down at least 14 points?
Yeah, every single game. It's like the guys don't show up. I'm glad that they're adjusting at halftime, I guess. But I mean, the teams we're playing come out in the second half, and they're just prevent all the time because they've already got such a huge lead on us.
Yeah.
It's
And then the kicker, dude, he missed. All right, not only did he miss one.
That's his sixth field goal.
All right, dude.
Six.
Our first drive of the game, we had a great shot of getting some points on the board, and we moved the ball all the way down. It was looking good. And then we had some penalties? What happened there? Penalties, sack. I'm trying to look. Yeah, let's see. We got a sack and then a penalty, right? No, a sack. 2 sacks. 2 sacks in a row? No. McKissick on the that was what it was.
What are you doing?
Dude, I was trying to read the stats.
What, a sack? What, 2 sacks? What?
It wasn't. No, I remembered. It wasn't a sack. The first one was the cutesy reverse. We're moving the ball, and they tried the cutesy reverse. And I was
We
looking
were doing
at
fine until then. Yeah, you're right.
No, I was looking at the stat, and why does it say McKissick left in -10 yards? And I'm like, that's not a sack, but what? Oh, yeah.
It's 2 sacks. Hike.
It's a double sack because it was a reverse. Remember that cutesiness? Like, we're moving the ball just fine. And then we get down there. And it's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3 at the 14, dude. We're at the 14-yard line. 2nd and 3. And we run a cutesy reverse. And we lose 10 yards. Okay? Next play.
Norvell.
Sack for -14 yards. Okay?
Norvell.
So now all of a sudden we're at the 38. We went from the 14 to the 38 on 2 plays, which for any normal kicker, the 38 would have been a 48, a 57, 56 yarder or something like that. But instead of trying it because our kicker's so bad, We punted.
Yeah.
So we started on
that?
first down. First down, we started at the 14. Sorry, second down, we were at the 14. By the time they got the ball back, they got it at the 8. So, I mean...
Yeah.
We didn't even go for a field goal because our kicker was so bad. So that should have been 3 points right there. Penalties and dumb play calling and a bad kicker is what made us not start off the game with 3 points there. We moved the ball down the field. It was a, 1, 2, 3. That was like a 9-play drive.
Yeah.
I mean, we were moving it fine. And then remember how the Lions started the game. They torched our defense. 5 plays. They just marched.
Destroyed us. They scored 3 touchdowns. He threw 3 touchdowns.
They marched.
Over and over again.
I don't know why the Lions not playing better. And we can't blame it on the coaches or the scheme.
Yeah.
Because they changed both. And the only constant is the Alabama wall, which looks more like I don't even want to know what they look like. But it's not a wall. Not any wall I've ever seen. Maybe a door that's wide open. The Alabama window. I mean...
The Alabama screen door.
And it doesn't seem like I listen to these radio shows, when wherever I'm out or driving somewhere. And they can't put their finger on why the defense is so bad either. No one can do it. And then you just get like Doc Walker and like Brian Mitchell on there, like so angry they can't even make any sense of anything.
Yeah. Really.
I don't want to know what he said. I don't want to know what he said at all. I want to see results on the field. That's what I want to see. Other than that, it's all talk. That's like Doc. He needs to put his foot on someone's throat and then do this and win some football games. And he like gets all bent out of shape.
Yeah, no lie.
Every day. Like, you can only listen to that so much because it's basically those two guys, 3 hours a day just...
And those are like Super Bowl winning guys that won Super Bowls with the Redskins.
Yeah, they're frustrated because they're so bad.
They're super frustrated. Oh, it drives you crazy, man.
Today, Doc Walker brought up Albert Ainsworth.
Speaking of sucking.
And he was like, we could have went back and talked to his friends in junior high school and found out he was a turd. Anyway. All right.
Turd.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, let me look back at our list here. It's really frustrating, though, to start these games in holes, have the defense so bad, then come back. Like, why weren't we playing this way the whole game? Only to have a stupid penalty by Chase Young with 16 seconds left. Basically moved them into field goal. Well, that almost did, and then we gave up another pass.
Yeah.
3
and dude,
plays,
you haven't even
34
started talking
yards.
about Cornelius Lucas III, junior senior, getting hurt and having to put Sharp in and moving Morgan Moses to the left side to take care of it.
Yeah, I'm concerned about
and put
that.
Sharp in on the right side. Are we gonna have to do that this week?
I don't know. I got Sean in our his new music for the injury report, and he's not on here.
Oh man.
CJ Schutt's photo is in the chat though. I don't know.
The injury report, I mean, there's stuff out today. Usually the injury report, like the daily ones, don't start till Wednesday.
Wait, do you have the
But
injury
we do
report?
know that Kyle Allen finally went to the IR. Sadiq Charles had season-ending knee surgery today.
Hold up, dude. I got to give you the music.
Oh, sorry. Go for it.
This is going to be a blast from the past for people that have heard our podcast. And now the injury report. John Adams. All right, go ahead.
Well, Sadiq Charles is done for the year. Kyle Allen is done for the year, is on the IR.
Nothing
Aaron?
about Cornelius Lucas?
It's nothing new. This is just the updates.
Aaron?
Aaron?
Well, if we don't have Cornelius Lucas...
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know if he's going to be able to come back yet or not. But if that's the case, then we're going to have Morgan Moses on the left.
Dude, the fact that I'm actually...
And Sharp on the right. Who is this guy Sharp?
Dude, the fact that I'm actually looking up Cornelius Lucas and hoping that he's okay to play is not a good sign.
Dude, we had a Jeff Badett. We had Jeff Badet in for one play.
David Sharp. First we were
David
like,
Sharp,
who is this guy? Who's this
David
guy
Sharp,
that's in wearing Dexter Manley's? You were like, who's in number 72? I'm like, it's Dexter Manley. I hope he can play offensive line.
I was like, he's on offense. I hope not.
I hope he is, because he could play better than this dude, even if he's like 65 years old right now. And another thing, going back to how bad the defense is and the safety situation, why didn't we sign that dude from Carolina? What's his name? The guy that's been out of football for a year, but they say
he did not want to re-sign. I think
on the practice squad. He didn't want to be on the practice squad.
He didn't want to be on the practice squad.
But we don't need him on the practice squad. We can put Apke on the practice squad. We need someone that can play football.
Right.
We need someone that can play football.
Yeah.
Don't put him on the practice squad. Sign him. Put Apke on the practice squad, and then if he stinks, then kick him off the team and get Apke back. At least you have someone that you tried someone else. It's like if you know something is bad and you have this thing that you don't know if it's good or bad, why do you stay with the bad thing? Try out the thing that you don't know and then go back to the bad thing if it's better than this. Did that make any sense?
You might as well.
I don't understand.
So we don't know about Lucas. We don't know about Jerron Christian Sr., Jr., the third getting ready. So we may end up with those guys on the ends, on the bookends, surrounding the Schweitzer brothers in the middle.
Hey, we're playing the Bengals, dude, who are they worse than us or about the same?
They're about the same. I think they have a tie. They have a tie again.
With the Eagles? Did they tie the Eagles?
I guess they did.
The Bengals are perennial bad as us too, but they always beat us.
Yeah, really.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's terrible. They're 2-6-1. Yeah.
Oh, so they're actually beating us. So right now we're
they're ahead of us. Yeah, they're ahead of us in Dallas.
Or we're ahead of them in the top overall pick race.
Yeah.
Depends on how you look at it.
We're in third right now. We have the top 3 pick.
Us, them, and Dallas.
Go team.
Us, them, and Dallas. Well, here's the thing.
Dallas.
And this is what Kenny Ken, he starts these conversations in the Discord room about how he wants us to just lose to get Trevor Lawrence. And then there's talk about this BYU quarterback and a few others, but I don't watch much college football, so I haven't checked those dudes out.
Right.
But as of right now, it's like to lose or not to lose. That is the question. We could still go for the division. And people will be like, well, we're not going to go anywhere if we win the division, which is probably true. But my point is, if we don't start winning some games, these guys are just going to think of themselves as losers. If they come in and win the division, even if it's only 6-9 or whatever, going into next year, they're like, yeah, we won the division. Let's build on that. Instead of, we were horrible last year. We didn't even win the NFC East, and the team that won it only won 6 games. I mean, there's got to be...
On the other hand, though, if the Redskins / Washington football team now win the division, their draft pick is going to be, I think, at the best 18th, if not worse than that.
Oh, whoever wins the division?
Yeah, because you win the division. So
is 18th? Or I guess it is, because if you lose the first playoff game, right?
It's something like that, just somewhere in that area.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember what it was, but yeah, dude, yeah.
So I don't know. There's got to be some point of diminishing returns, where and then you have to take to take a look at this fact that our dudes can't pick good quarterbacks. When was the last time we picked a good quarterback? Joe Theismann? I mean, when?
Joe Theismann was a trade.
Oh, he was?
Yeah,
from
the Jets.
I was only 5 or something. Okay, then when was the last time we picked a good one? Sammy Baugh? Because
we've had a lot of people
traded for the Canton Bulldogs, dude. Sorry.
We've got a lot of people who are supposed to be good.
Name me one quarterback we drafted that ended up being like a stalwart for our team for a long time.
John Beck.
We didn't draft that dude.
Jason Campbell.
Yeah, he played a few years, but he was never good.
He wasn't good. We used to call him Big Smooth. It should have been Big Slow.
And Patrick Ramsey. Like
Patrick Ramsey, man. Oh, God, what an average quarterback.
We can't pick quarterbacks. So we're sitting here saying, people are like, man, we should, lose out and get this Trevor Lawrence guy. With our luck, he'll suck.
Well, maybe we'll be able to get like the second quarterback that's going to be available, like the Justin Herbert kind of guy, like San Diego or LA.
It seems to me that those guys oftentimes are the better quarterbacks in the long term.
Roethlisberger.
You get the splashy guy.
Russell Wilson. Tom Brady, of course.
The splashy guys go first, and they're like a supernova. They burn out like RG3. They start super bright, and then they're gone.
Yep.
The supernova. That's the name of this episode. The quarterback supernova.
Quarterback supernova in your pants.
So when we pose the argument that maybe we should just go for this top draft pick, you're banking on the fact that we actually can use it for something worthwhile.
Right.
And CJack17 is saying that Kirk Cousins is the best we drafted since the Super Bowl years, and he wasn't
that's a
even
really
our
good.
top
That's
choice.
a really good point. Yeah, and you were saying he's a fourth rounder.
He was a fourth rounder. That's why I'm saying, why lose out for the first pick when one of these second or third best quarterbacks in the draft might work out better than whoever the top dude is.
Yeah, Russell Wilson was in the same draft. He was in the third round.
Yeah, we need other dudes. I mean, we need people that can tackle. We need offensive linemen for the millionth year in a row.
Yeah, we do.
We got 12 Alabama wall dudes in a row, and then what happens? They still can't stop the run.
Anybody. I think that still might be more of the linebackers are just like, I mean, we got John Bostic. The guy's been like with 6 teams in 8 years. Pierre Louis / Lewis guy. I don't know. Who is that guy?
I don't know. Well, we need to start we're looking at the linebackers available. Let's get like a top linebacker.
Yeah, really.
I mean, I don't even know what to say, but I don't know. That's why I'm kind of like, I understand the people that are like, yeah, let's lose and get this top quarterback. I'm tired of freaking losing. Let's win some games. Let's just win some games so that when I watch football on Sunday, I can like enjoy it. Otherwise, what's the point? All right, we're just going to suck
that's
again
the worst
for
part
another
of all
year.
is that we're doing is you're sitting there on Sunday and you're just like, yeah, it's time to watch the team. But like the last number of years, you're just like, oh man, it's time to watch the team suck.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway, all right, what else is on this list? Alex Smith had an awesome game. We already talked about captaincy. Hold on, dude.
Oh, dude, this is the question of the day.
The captaincy report with John Adams. Did you have a sighting?
We had sightings on the sideline with a couple of different locations on the team. The second biggest one really was that Morgan Moses got the captaincy on his jersey, and he was sitting there next to Brandon Scherf, but then they had to switch sides, or he had to switch sides. But the biggest one of all was that Dwayne Haskins still had his captaincy patch on his jersey as the backup, and Alex Smith does not.
I think Alex Smith threw for more yards in this game than Dwayne Haskins did in his first 3 or however many he played.
Yeah, really.
So
Josh
said that Dwayne
on the captain's patches.
Josh said that the reason why Dwayne Haskins, he said this during the game, still has that captaincy patch is because the Redskins are too cheap to print him off a new uniform without one. So they're just letting it ride out.
Well, they don't
So
want to
they
take it away from him because that would be mean.
Why not? Why don't they have meetings and be like, dude, whoosh, and like rip it off of there like in a military meeting, like a military meeting, where they like rip the.
You can't handle the truth. Shh.
You're a private now.
You're a private. Private beans.
Private beans.
Oh, man.
Oh, that beautiful bean footage.
Anyway, all right.
Ugh.
Where's our peanut gallery tonight? They must be too broken up about this.
It's because we suck. That's really what it is.
C-Jack's in there.
Yeah,
He's the only
C-Jax
one?
is in there, which is awesome.
Good old C-Jack, 17. Yep. Where does he hail from? I don't remember. No. Tell us where you hail from. I forget. Where do you guess he hails from?
I thought he hailed from
California?
Texas? Maybe he lives in Texas. Man, I don't know.
I don't remember either.
I can't remember. I'm getting old, man. Oh, by the way, happy birthday.
Oh, thanks, dude. And thanks for this cool shirt you gave me. I have it on under this sweatshirt.
Under the sweatshirt.
Check
it
out.
Yeah,
dudes.
Pro Football Hall of Fame shirt. Check it out.
Pro Football Hall of Fame with like the classic dude up there.
It's a classic crew, dude.
It's like the Easter Island of pro football guy. It's sweet. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Oh, CJack17 just brought up a great point. The reason why we can't stop the run is Matt Ioannidis isn't there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we brought that up already this year, talking about it on here. It's like when he's out of there, and some people are saying the same thing about Landon Collins because he's so good at stopping the run that's part of the problem with it. But I think CJack17 is exactly right, that Matt Ioannidis, we've talked about it before. This guy is going to get paid a lot of money this offseason. We really need to pay him a lot of money to get him on the line again.
We need to get
and
him
not
back.
worry as much as about the Alabama wall when their contracts come up.
Alabama. I'm not calling him the Alabama wall anymore.
We got to call him something else because yeah, Alabama
White sauce
levy.
White sauce.
Alabama levy. What?
The Alabama white sauce. Dude, that stuff's good. Have you ever had that? The barbecue sauce? Alabama white?
No.
Man, it's good. Taste it if you ever go to a barbecue place. You know who has it near you? Mission Barbecue. You gotta ask for
okay.
it. They keep it behind the counter. You got to ask for it because they have to refrigerate it. But ask for a little cup and taste it next time you're there and tell me what you think. I love
you guys, dudes. I need a bottle of
Alabama
white sauce, please.
How do you know I'm not messing with you right now?
I know.
Dude, I'm not. That stuff is really good. CJack17 just reminded us he's AKA Alamo City Live Music. He's from San Antonio.
Okay, that's right. Yeah.
This stuff's made in New York City. Oh, good. I need to talk to CJack. I think I'm going to make a brisket this Thanksgiving. I've never made before. And since he's from Texas, I'm just going to stereotype him into being able to know how to make some good brisket. Anyway. All right,
speaking of Matt Ioannidis, he apparently he tested positive for the coronavirus last Friday.
Yeah, they just came out with that today. Someone put it in our Discord server.
Yeah.
They have an announcement. It says, statement from the Washington football team. Last night we were made aware that a Washington player tested positive for COVID. The player immediately self-isolated and contact tracing data was evaluated. All the player's close contacts have been told to quarantine. And they're having all virtual meetings this week with, by the way, I wanted to bring that up because that means they're not practicing, I think.
Practicing, yeah.
And if you're this bad and you don't practice and your quarterback has only played 2 weeks with the starters, actually, he only prepared 1 week with the starters, right? How's that going to bode against the powerhouse like Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Do you have any comment on that?
No.
It's not going to bode well, in my opinion.
I figured all the commentary was already out there.
Enough said.
Enough said.
He is a grilling master. Dude, send me.
Oh, there you go.
CJack17. How do you say it? DM me your recipe, dude, in Discord. That means direct message, I'm told, from my daughters. I don't know. DM me that brisket recipe, dude. I want it for Thanksgiving. Anyway, no, what does the 17 stand for? Terry McLaurin? CJack17. 17. Doug Williams? Quiet. All right.
Well, what else do we have to talk about from yet another disappointing loss?
Did we talk enough about Hopkins? About how bad he was? We need to game balls and kicks. Do we want to just go into that?
Let's talk about both the kickers, because the Detroit Lions have got that guy, Matt Prater, who has the NFL record for a 64-yard field goal. That's the longest that anyone's ever had.
Which hopefully our coaches knew before we started playing that prevent defense at the end.
Because that one he kicked against us at the end of the game would have been like 63, 64 if he needed it to. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's at the point of the season where I'm just like, the hell with it. Just, I don't know. It's to the point where you get so tired of just going on Sundays and you're just like, here we go again. And I guess that's what you were talking about earlier with, like, you've got to keep trying to win, or else you're going to have people that just think you're like perpetual losers, like all the fans do now.
Yeah. And the players get used to it, and then it's not a big deal. They're numb to it, like we are.
Yeah.
And if
by the lake.
You know who was never numb to it? Sean Taylor. That dude brought it.
Sean Taylor.
That dude brought it in the freaking Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
Against the punter. Oh, man. Oh, that guy could bring it. That's what we need our whole team to do if we're going to win again.
At all. We get the Bengals, we get the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, and then we got to play like who? What, the Steelers?
I don't even know who the Cowboys quarterback is right now. It's like Bonaducci? It's not Danucci anymore. Bonaducci, no, he got bent. Oh. It's like Gilbert or something. Gilbert.
What do you think, Gilbert?
Oh, and dude, and then to make it even funnier with this whole situation, or more pathetic, is the Giants beat the Eagles.
The Giants beat the Eagles out of nowhere.
They played.
So the Eagles are still
us.
winning the division at 3-5-1. The Giants are at 3-7, beating us twice, but we're still ahead of Dallas, even though we're both 2-7 because we have the head-to-head.
And we've also beat the Eagles just like the Giants.
Yeah.
Who's in first place. So the two last place teams in the division have beat the first place team.
I think that the article I was reading about the Redskins being the third draft pick right now may have been old. It may have been a couple of days from before the last game, because that doesn't make sense with Dallas being behind us. No,
Dallas is behind us? I thought they've won 3 games.
No, they've only won 2, dude. And we beat them, so they can't be like behind us. Dude. On the draft board. They're going to be ahead of us.
Yeah, but you know how like the pundits automatically give them a game. They're like,
Yeah,
what do you
really.
mean? What do you mean the Cowboys are behind the Redskins? No, they're not. Yeah, they are, dudes. No, oh, well, we need to change the standings. Yeah, dude, the Cowboys are at 2-7, and they're behind us because we've beat them in head-to-head. Right?
Yeah.
Giants are 1 game up, and the Eagles are 1.5 games up. Dude, and how many games are left? 6?
7.
7 games? So the team
We're
that
2
wins
and-
this
we're 2
division
and
can
9,
be
or
like,
we're 2-7, dude. So that's only 9 games.
dude, I can't do the math.
We've got 7 games to go.
But is it
of,
possible
of
someone
just
could?
torture?
Is it possible someone could, if we keep beating each other, is it possible that someone could win the division with a losing record, like 6 and? Like
Oh
7
yeah,
and
whoever
9?
wins this division is going to have a losing record.
Like 7 and 9.
We'll see. I mean, the AFC West has been won with 7 and 9, but I mean, the person could win this division going 6 and 10,
The person.
or 6-9-1, or the team 6-9-1.
Look, every single team in the NFC West would be in first place in our division. Every single
Yeah.
team in the NFC North would be in first place in our division. And let's see, only two of the teams, 3 of the teams? No, 2 of the teams would be in from the NFC South would be ahead of our division.
Well,
Remember when
dude,
our division
we
used to
suck.
be great? Like every team except for the Cardinals was great.
Right.
Remember that? Those Giants, Eagles, Redskins, Cowboys games were amazing back in the 80s. Like every single one of them.
Yeah.
I know how much you loved Buddy Ryan.
Buddy. What's up, buddy?
Buddy Ryan.
What's up, buddy? Buddy Ryan.
Bill Parcells. Remember those games?
Dude, yeah. It was the golden time for us Redskins fans, man. No,
Those games
Washington
were just
football team
good,
fans.
though. They were good, though. They were good games. You knew you would come and you would watch a game, and it would be a battle, like from the beginning to the end.
And even in the playoffs, you'd be like, oh, well, these guys are like, I don't know. At that point, there was only one wild card team, but you could be like the wild card team. They're like, oh, this team finished like 10-6. They're not that good. But they're from the NFC East. Oh, I don't want to play them.
Yeah. And also remember being able to walk around being like, yeah, we're going to kick your butt no matter who we played, and like actually be serious about it.
Yeah.
Remember
That was a
those
long
days?
time ago.
Very long
That makes
time.
me sad.
But
Ugh.
but I digress. Anyway, do we want to
Yeah.
go into games and kicks?
Yeah, let's go to the games and kicks.
Okay.
And now, the coveted and ever elusive Game Ball Award.
Game Ball Award brought to you by Ritapoo. Go ahead, dude.
I'll give mine to Alex Smith because he threw for almost 400 yards. He didn't throw any touchdowns. All 3 of those were running touchdowns, but he threw for almost 400 yards against a lot of prevent defense, and he threw no picks. And there's one thing that Alex Smith usually gives you, unlike the last game before, 2 games before. He usually does not turn the ball over.
Yeah, and I'm going to second that game ball. I'm going to give mine to, well, actually, since I wanted to give another honorary one, but that was my main
Are you
one.
giving it to Jeff Badet?
No, that's going to
man.
be my honorary one, Alex Smith.
Okay.
Really, the only thing that's bothering me about his play is sometimes he's dropping back behind the pocket instead of stepping in there.
Yeah.
And that's where a few of those sacks came from in the last few weeks. But he stepped up the last 2 weeks and played way beyond our expectations. In fact, on this podcast, certain people, well, both of us, were doubting that he would ever step foot on the football field again. Much
I
less
think
start.
almost all people
Much
thought
less
he would never
start.
do that. It's amazing.
Much less throw for 390 yards in his first start after almost having his leg amputated. He's getting my game ball. Straight up.
Yeah.
But I also want to give a shout out to the young man, J.D. McKissick.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
I thought he stepped up. And
He's if he's available in your fantasy football league, you should probably go pick him up because Alex Smith is going to throw to him a lot.
That dude.
3 yards.
I'm trying to bring up the stats on him. Well, Gibson was our leading.
3 yards. 3 yards.
Gibson was our leading running
J.D.
back.
McKissick had 6.
8 for 6? That's it? I thought he had a really good game. What am I? Oh, but yeah, he had 7 receptions for 43.
Yeah, that's what it always is. He had a bunch of 3-yard receptions that he churned some more, churned a little bit more yardage out, and that's why he is the man that he's going to be.
Yeah, I also wanted to give a shout out over the last couple weeks for Cam Sims because he's been coming on strong.
Yeah,
he's showing that he could be the number 2 receiver.
He's big dude, man.
Yeah. That dude had 4 for 54.
Yeah.
McLaurin was right around 100
I'm pretty
again.
excited about that.
Anyway. So that's the game balls. I don't know if C-Jack wants to throw one out here or not. But he's the only one in the peanut gallery. So yeah, let's go ahead and give Josh's game ball. Josh's game ball is going to go to Cornelius Lucas for getting injured. And
very Josh-esque.
Yeah, so I guess C-Jack's not throwing one out. So we're going to go ahead and move into our kicks.
It's time for this week's Kicking the Balls Award.
Kicking the Balls Award is going to none other than... Do I get to go first?
You do.
Chase Young. For the... Although somewhat weak of a call, that's what they're going to call it in this league. Roughing the passer, 15 yards when we had 16 seconds we needed to keep them out of field goal range. 16 seconds. And because of that big chunk of 15 yards, it put their giant 67,000 yard record kicking field goal kicker in range. So, you know what? Dumb rookie mistake, and he's getting my kick for that.
64 yards. Yes. My kick in the balls goes to John Bostic. Because every week he's just getting worse and worse.
Is he getting bad enough for...
After this year, yeah. But I mean, the only linebacker I think we should keep after this year is maybe maybe that guy that's on injured reserve.
What about Lewis? Or Luis, as you call him.
As I call him, Luis. Pierre Luis.
He hasn't been playing that bad.
Even though it's Lewis. None. I mean, it's
average.
We can't find linebackers that are faster than these guys. Really? This is the second year in a row our linebackers have been like the slowest in the league.
I mean, I wouldn't cut Cole Holcomb. People. I would keep Cole Holcomb.
Cole Holcomb I would too, but I don't know if he's really, I'm not sure if he's really a starter or not. We'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. He shows flashes, but then we don't see him for a while. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, he's been with 4 teams in 6 years, so he's an average guy, I guess. Average linebacker.
Yep. Okay, hey, check this out. CJack17 is throwing out a trivia question. Remember back in the day from Tom's Trivia, where we had a trivia question every week? We haven't heard from Tom in a while. A long time.
Yeah, that's true.
So CJack17, CJack's Trivia. Hold on. And now, CJack17's Trivia, brought to you by Ridapoo. On today's CJack's 17 trivia question that you can answer in our Discord room, go in there and and answer this question for a chance to win a major award, as they say on the Christmas movie Christmas Story. You have a chance to win a major award if you can answer this question correctly in Discord before next week's podcast. The question is, what division winner had the worst record of all time? So you can get to our Discord channel. It's discord.gg/5YW. 5YFT is the invite. And go in there and chat with other Redskins/Washington football team fans, like CJAG17 and other dudes and gals. You can also reach us on Twitter at Harry Hog, or I think our email still works, Aaron at harryhogfootball.com and John at harryhogfootball.com.
That's right.
You can get our podcast on iTunes, TuneIn Radio, Spotify, other places that I probably don't even know about, or you can just go to our website, harryhogfootball.com, where the latest podcast will play right from there, as will the video podcast. So I think that's all the housekeeping, they always say. That's all the housekeeping we have to do today. With time to pay the bills.
Time to pay the bills.
Dude, I have to bring this up. Because when I was scrolling through, I sent this to you. When I was scrolling through the YouTube channel, our channel, the other night when I was just laying in bed watching TV, and then you know how they have the little previews, and they'll show like a little clip on episode 491.
Oh, yeah.
With us going.
That's what it was. You did send it to me. I was cracking up.
And it just kept doing it. And my only response to that was Beavis and Butthead, which was your response and was Josh's response. And I videoed it. I'm going to see if I can show it on here because it would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do it. Wait, hold on. All right. Let's see. It was hilarious. Did I erase it? Dude, I think I might have erased it.
Oh, no. Let me see if I can find it to send your way real quick.
Hold on. Let me look. Maybe I did it right into the text messages. Hold on. And then that's why it's not in my, like... Oh, I got it.
Okay, sweet.
All right. So here, let me see if I can get it on the camera. So here is what plays. It won't focus. It won't focus though. It's not gonna work, dude. It won't focus. But just go to YouTube and look at the auto what's it called, preview of episode 481, and it'll crack you up. I just couldn't stop laughing because I was going, and then you just go. And it just keeps playing that over and over. It was like over and over and over. I wonder if like YouTube has some algorithm where they look through the video and try to find the most action, like it can sense movement, and that's what they use as the preview, and it just brought that on there. Anyway, that was hilarious. Anyway, let's round this thing out. All right, dude. So this week we've got the Bengals at home with no fans.
Yep.
So that fan, and I said, how's that different than any other?
Yeah, really. So we won't have fans from the other team in our stadium again, which will be nice.
Yep. Anyway, you know, I kind of hope we win the game, even though Kenny Ken in Canada wants us to lose.
Yeah, because we went to a game in Cincinnati. We lost. We played Cincinnati in London. We tied. It's time for us to win.
Let's beat them. Plus, I live kind of near Cincinnati.
Yeah.
So I want to beat them.
You live in the Midwest, which is not really in the West. But it used to be part of the Northwest Territory.
Or the middle. I am kind of in the middle of north-south of the country, I would say. Anyway, we'll talk to you guys next week. As always, hail to the Redskins football team. And if you see a Cowboys fan this week,
you know what to do, because we still beat them. Joker!